You ever feel like you're literally fighting your own body? You know that moment, right? Your eyes are burning, begging you to sleep, but you force them to stay open to finish that one last thing. It's a battle we all know so well, and it really gets you thinking about that age-old question. When it really comes down to it, who's the one in control? Is it your mind or is it your body? All right, let's just dive right into this. We're going to frame this whole thing as a showdown. So, in one corner, you've got the body, this incredible biological machine, right? But it's bound by the laws of physics and chemistry. And in the other corner, you have the mind, the driver, seemingly limitless with all the power of willpower and belief. So, who's really the boss here? And this is where that fight gets very, very real. It's that daily tug of war inside all of us that pretty much defines our struggles, but also our greatest achievements. So let's look at a couple of classic examples of this battle in action. I mean, just think about it. Your body is screaming at you, sending every signal it possibly can that it needs to shut down. Your eyes ache, your muscles are sore, your brain feels like it's wading through mud, but your mind, your sheer willpower just says, nope, we have to finish this. And somehow, you do. You push right through. Or how about this? We've all seen it. An athlete, muscles screaming in agony, lungs on fire. They look like they're about to collapse, but then they dig deep for one final impossible sprint to the finish line. Technically, their body has already given up, but their mind just refuses to quit. It's an absolutely incredible display of the mind just taking over. So, for round one, let's make the case for the mind. Because honestly, there is some seriously compelling evidence out there that your brain can pretty much hack its own biology.
And this just illustrates the point perfectly. Let's call this Exhibit A, the placebo effect. It's been proven by science that if you genuinely believe a sugar pill is a powerful medicine, your brain can actually release its own natural painkillers, like endorphins, to make it true. Your mind can literally trick your body into healing itself. How wild is that?
Okay, this number, 40%, it represents this really powerful idea from the Navy SEALs. They call it the 40% rule. And what it says is that when your mind is screaming at you that you're done, that you are completely and totally exhausted, you're actually only at about 40% of what your body is truly capable of. Your mind can just flip that mental safety switch and unlock the other 60%. And then you've got the most extreme example of all, hysterical strength. You've heard the stories, right? A mother lifting a car off her child. In these insane life-or-death moments, the mind just screams, do it, and completely overrides all of the body's normal limits. It ignores torn muscles, even broken bones, just to obey that command. So it really seems like the mind is the undisputed king, doesn't it? Well, not so fast. Because here's the thing, no matter how powerful your mindset is, your mind lives inside your body. And when it comes to raw survival, the body holds the ultimate non-negotiable veto power. Let's get real for a second. Your mind can tell itself, I can power through this. But your body eventually is going to say, you need to sleep. And you need to sleep now. You can try to ignore being thirsty or hungry, but your body's demands for water and energy are absolute. These aren't suggestions, they are commands. Let's use a little analogy here. Just think of your body as a computer's hardware, and your mind is the software running on it. It doesn't matter how unbelievably brilliant or advanced that software is. If the hardware is broken, if the battery's dead, or if it's completely unplugged, that software just isn't going to run, period. And these are the body's non-negotiables. After just a couple of days without sleep, even the strongest mind in the world will start to hallucinate. A simple hormonal imbalance can turn a cheerful optimist into an anxious wreck. And if the brain itself, the actual physical tissue, gets injured, your personality, your memories, your entire mind can change completely. The body's health is just everything. So who wins? Is the mind stronger? Yep. Is the body stronger? Also yep. The truth is, this was never really a war to begin with. It's a partnership. It's not a showdown. It's more of a dynamic relationship, kind of like a driver and their vehicle. Think of it like this. Your mind is the driver. It's the one that sets the destination, has the will to win, and decides where you're going. But your body is the vehicle. It's the machine that actually runs the race, and it's what determines your top speed, your endurance, and just how smooth that ride is going to be. And this partnership works as this constant feedback loop. See, the mind chooses a goal, let's say running a marathon. Then the body performs the action. It starts running. Then the body sends back signals, things like pain, fatigue, energy levels. And finally, the mind gets these signals and adjusts the strategy. Okay, slow down, push a little harder, we need some water. It's this continuous conversation happening all the time.
And this right here is the ultimate takeaway from that partnership. You could have the most focused, determined, iron-willed mind on the entire planet, but if you neglect the vehicle, if you have a bad diet, no sleep, no exercise, that world-class driver just can't win the race. It's as simple as that.
So, all of this brings us to the final verdict. It's a philosophy that has totally stood the test of time, and it synthesizes this whole dynamic perfectly. You know, the ancient Romans figured this out centuries ago. The goal isn't for the mind to dominate the body or for the body to dominate the mind. The goal is harmony. A healthy, well-cared-for body provides the perfect foundation for a mind that's clear, sharp, and resilient.
So the real takeaway is this: stop thinking of your mind and body as being in a fight. If you want to be truly unstoppable, you have to train them as a team. Use your disciplined mind to build healthy habits for your body and treat your body well so it can provide all the fuel your mind needs to go after its greatest ambitions.
And that just leaves us with one final thought, something for you to chew on. I want you to think about this for yourself. Can you remember a time when your mind completely overrode your body's signals? Or maybe a time when your body just forced your mind to stop no matter how badly you wanted to keep going? It's a really fascinating thing to explore in our own lives.